my soul. You little girl, you're killing me. Never felt this kind of love, no. You little girl, please don't trick me. If I love you, my soul.
Yo, hold on, man. What exactly do you mean by meant to be?
Like it's very simple. Like everything you see in life that happens, should be.
Yeah.
So this song basically is talking. It's a relationship. It's between a man and a woman. It's talking about how you can meet a partner. Like from foundation. To developing the interest and that caring, that love. To the extent of building that everlasting bond. Yeah, man. It's all about how you can meet up a partner actually. So like that life cycle actually, if you check it out, it's meant to be. That's why it be that way. So actually I was just talking about like how I met up with somebody, fall in love, like decide to build that everlasting bond, legally, because that's my main advice, when it comes to love. Let's always try to legalize things, because when you don't legalize it, then its true meaning, its true essence, you never find, and the reward, eternally you don't achieve. So therefore, it's irrelevant. So therefore, let's always try to legalize this thing. So it's all about a life encounter. I just met a partner, build things up. It's meant to be. Just meant to be. Like love. I believe. Okay, God decides. But when it comes to issues like this, I guess we got a great deal of responsibility. To show that mutual understanding, that respect, that caring, for that relationship to be able to continue. You see, so it depends on like between two partners how best they understand each other. Yeah. It's basically about how you meet a partner.
All right, so everybody heard that,
Everything is meant to be. That's right.
Yeah, I understand this, but I want you to explain this to the people out there.
Yeah, man.
Because it's not everybody can, just listen to us
Yeah,
track
man.
like that and understand whatever the artist is saying or what it means.
Yes, sir. You see, people got different life cycles. They got different ways of achieving the different ways of like achieving life, different ways of meeting their partners, different ways of 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 life actually in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody has a story.
True.
Yeah, everybody. So it's like I'm not. Okay, I can't be talking about my story. Somebody can be sitting, maybe feel it's the same. I got the same life, story. As he does, So with someone it can be different, but after all, it's it be because it's meant to be.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
All right, then that's meant to be right now. Philosopher in the building. Yeah, what?
But you love again.
I love this track,
Yeah. You love again. But you love
Let's say we got some DJ Capsity.
yeah,
Amen.
To all the lovers in the world. Well. To all the ladies in the world. All the ladies, yes. My little spouse, yes. To my little spouse. Oh, little girl, you're killing me. Never felt this kind of love, no. Little girl, please don't change. Yeah, love so divine, love so divine. Little girl, you're killing me. Little girl, you're killing me. Never felt this kind of love, no. Little girl, please not change. Oh no, please not me. Oh.
All right, man, the real man right now. See, man, right now, everybody hot,
Yeah.
And you know what? The last time, I got some of your fans, just some of your fans that called me and tell me, yo, why this boy didn't come over, man? We were waiting for him, and that was very nice, I really like that. That was very nice, but I explained to them, and they all understand that, you know what I mean? So which was very nice, So shout out to all Sanchaba Massive, then shout to, to us about you. So Sanchaba Crew, big up everyone, and then right now I'm gonna introduce another track straight, yeah? That track called Wicked Man, straight from Wicked Man, yeah? Before I play that track, I want you to hear what exactly you mean about that track. I want you to explain to people the Wicked Man.
Life is either reality or wrong, you know what I mean? If you're not on the right side, you're on the wrong side, So Like we believe wicked people are always on the wrong side. And you know, when you check in at this time, we believe in like when, on the day of judgment as a believer, you know, I mean, good is over evil. But right now, it's like this whole lot of vanity, vain desires within the human concepts. You know what I mean? So I think like evil is kind of taking real control right now. You know what I mean? Okay, not talking of the world system. You know what I mean? Right now, but the human personally. We human personally, especially this African society, we see a lot of like evil influence. We see a lot of like obstacles. So I guess which we have to check onto and try to revalue our ways, and understand that mankind, you can't be responsible for one's separation. It's like your intention. The song you read is very clear. It's like even the scriptures say, it's your intention that is going to determine your status in the eternal place. So it's like that control you can never have. You don't have it. So it's God who controls. He's superior over everything.
Yeah.
So you can, like per se, you can have a gun, hold a gun, towards Aziz and say, I want to kill Aziz. That's your intention. You want to kill Aziz. But do you dare checking out, analyzing whether you are responsible for creating Aziz's soul, or whether you even see the soul of Aziz to kill that soul? So even the greatest surgeon, can never see that part, that living part in you, that living mechanism in you. So how can, there is no possibility of someone taking that? When it's not only like killing affairs or whatever, when it comes to like obstructing your life, creating obstacles, that might create a retard towards, your life achievement, like, the Africans we believe in here, all those juju and stuff, whatever. Basically we believe mankind got a lot of knowledge, we got a lot of secrets that the human being, possess, which we can use, to create different things, within our lives, But after all, God is in control. So what God decides must be. Maybe God has decided DJ Paro is going to have the intention of shooting Aziz, and Aziz is going to die because of the human. It's like I said, it's the mechanism is very delicate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
It's like the greatest machine. Try to tamper with it. Try to cut a major wire. Yeah. It's obviously malfunctions. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, when you deal with the human being too, you try to tamper with certain organs. There are some points they shoot you, you can't die early. But there are some points they shoot you, die instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you don't. You know what I mean? So this we understand. So if Paro gets that intention, he has to understand that it's only his intention that is going to put him into hellfire, but he's not responsible for anything after all.
Yeah.
You see, come, there was all of us, sabab, sabab. You know what I'm saying? Wow, create sabab. People die of accidents, people die from diseases, people die from different things. People got different separation. It's all, the ordination of God. What God ordained must be, will be that way. You see, but after all, no man is responsible for no man's life. No man is responsible for any human success. You know what I mean? You can own the greatest factory in this world. You know what I mean? But it's like it's a must that you employ people.
Yeah.
You can't. No man stands alone.
No man.
You know what I mean? So you must deal with people.
Definitely.
You see me? I say.
Yeah, no.
So this is the thing. You are not responsible. No human is responsible for no human success. No human feeds nobody. It's God, the only survivor, the only life giver, the only life taker, and the only success giver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, man. So what do you think that is the most necessary things in life to do?
Yeah, do good. Like I said, life is all about reality and wrong. It's very simple. It's either wrong or right. You know what I'm saying? You don't leave the right, you leave the wrong side. So I think for a wise, to be wise enough, you leave the right. I think it's better. Imperfection is due, obviously. You know what I mean? Like I say always, people say, okay, I call myself as Israel philosopher. People expect it, like from the vibes, from the lyrics that I deliver, they expect me to, to be like behaving, come like Lundewarek, come Loywan and go, you know what I'm saying? That is very right. You have to leave what you say.
Yeah.
But like for the sake of that natural imperfection that is created in human. Sometimes, come no matter what guy, can I say that I just I didn't say I'm a prophet, I think even the scriptures has revealed it's only the prophets, who got that, that wide range of brain thinking and understanding capacity, to to make certain mistakes in life, you know.
Yeah.
Even with that, I think, you know, not all the prophets, even the prophet Moses killed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who is another ordinary human not to do certain things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't check that out. What you check is what's really coming out from, you know, like what sense is coming out from the message that we're delivering.
Okay.
You know, maybe if we can't leave it, you listening to it, you could leave it.
You can benefit out of it.
You can benefit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you benefiting out of it, you don't know what blessing am I getting from there, so maybe you can't judge. You can't judge, you see.
Judge no one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
So,
judge no one. Because no one's
basically,
near perfection. Yeah.
Is either reality or wrong.
We all make mistakes,
Yes.
don't it?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to introduce the tune and you get the tune right now, yeah? Wicked man.
Wicked man, yes, Yavi Banya. Your intention, yes, Yavi Banya.
Yo, man.
Wicked man, yes, Yavi Banya. Your intention, yes, Yavi Banya. No sword can you suffer, no. Wicked man, yes, Yavi Banya. Your intention, yes, Yavi Banya. No sword can you suffer, no. If you is the real man, you can never be recommended. You meditate tomorrow, oh yes. Your plans you act like vampires. Evil you inspire. That you cannot cause no stop. And you cannot stop my luck. Hey, you is the real man. We find our evil actions.
Tell it up.
And so souls
Royal Philosopher in the building.
yes. Your souls belong to our tales. Oh, mankind. Gotta realize.
Tell me, man. My God.
Living life. Wicked man, yes, yes, the man, yeah.
Amen.
Redemption, yes, the man, yeah. No sword can you touch it, no. Wicked man, yes, yes, the man.
Where exactly do you record this track as is?
Yeah, this is from Solomon Hakim, you know, so we got Hakim.
Hakim, yeah?
I doubt he's listening right now, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, enough perspective. He's somebody that has been struggling so long for Gambian musicians, you know. Like, if people can agree, you know, those who are always correct with Gambian music,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, at the early days, you know what I mean? From the early days, you know, dancehall masters, you know, Royal Family, you know, and Penchabi. I guess Hakim did a lot of production, you know, that really inspired the Gambian musicians and the fans out there too, because at least they were able to feel those vibes, you know. So that was, you know, because of that production that he like really sacrificed, you know, to do for Gambian people. So enough respect to him again once more, and to all other producers, you know, and also trying very hard, you know, to all artists, fans, enough respect.
Can you suffer? No. Wicked man, yes, you're the man, yeah. Your intention, yes, you're the man, yeah. No sword. Can you suffer? No. Hey, you miss the real man. You can never be in command.
Come on, man. Sing along, man. Sing along with each other. Sing along.
Hey! Oh, yes. Your plans, you act like vampire. Evil you inspire. Death you cannot cause no stop. And you cannot stop my luck. Wicked man, yes, you have man, yeah. Your intention, yes, have man, yeah. No soul, no soul. Oh no, no. Wicked man, yes, you have oh no. Intention, yes, have man, yeah. Oh, wicked man, yes, yes, yes.
Tell you, man. Yo, that was so sweet. I mean, more wicked, you know, Aziz, that's Royal Philosopher in the building, yeah? So right now, who are these people that you're working with? You know, your management.
Yeah, actually, management is, you know, people will be surprised, you know, but I'm still sticking with the royal family management.
All right.
You know, because like, as the name implies, it's a royal family. So, you know, I guess, you know, like the consciousness, from the consciousness that you grew up with, you know, so I guess that unification, that bond, you know, still remains, you know what I mean? You know, for us to be able to defend that title, you know what I'm saying? So I felt, you know, like I feel I don't have to work with other people, you know, because they understand me better, you know, they know me, we grew up together, you know what I mean? So we know each other's difficulties from childhood since we were going to school. You know, it's like the connaissance is within us.
All right.
So that I guess working with people like that, from that strong relation is very important, and I guess it can create that great impact. For me, so. And I think they're the right people to be able to understand and to do whatever necessary measures it has to take for a Royal family to a Royal philosopher to move ahead. So the Royal family, big up once again to the Maktab House crew. Enough respect to OJ Hughes, Mohammed Basiru, Yo Ibrahim Asise from the Mandi Mori Foundation, for arts and culture. Like he produced, directed my first video, that's meant to be, and he's like still handling most of, connections, so enough respect. And, to the school he initiated, which is very good for Gambian artists. So big up everybody trying to emulate such, so enough respect.
Yeah, man. So what I'm saying is, among the group, I mean, are you the only one singing, or is anybody out there?
Yes,
singing?
actually, vocally, we were three. That's everybody knows that, So
yeah.
I guess everybody had the rumor, way back. Mauro devoted himself to Marcus, So Malik traveled well before we released that album in 2001. So like I really enjoyed the solo career. I guess that was meant to be. Like we always say, whatever you see is meant to be. So it doesn't only like imply to love songs or whatever.
Yeah.
It's life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's life. Whatever you see must be. So I guess I was, like I said always, I was the musician. They were there to pave a way for me. So I grew up from the church. I loved singing from childhood, and So I guess when time came, we all realized what we were destined to be. So Mauro chose his way. Malik also chose his way. So I'm also doing my way right now. So I guess this is my way. It has been my way, and it was my way. So they were just there to pave that way.
All right.
So therefore, Royal Philosopher back in full effect again.
All right.
Rastafari, after hiding for 12 years. From that royal family. So I really enjoyed the solo career. After all, because I'm able to express myself. Like better. Like. Without I'm not saying I didn't like the concept. Model, we had the same concept. We shared the same concept. This is why we were able to work together.
Yeah,
and I pull out the lyrics. That really like inspired people, and people loved it. So it's like you find out we had the same concepts. But still, the missions vary. Missions vary. So Jack Guardian still, I always think about them. I know they still got the love for music, Yeah, it's just that sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And what you gotta do is what God has destined you to do.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. So right now, you personally, what inspired you to be a musician?
Music, what inspired me? If I say what inspired me, I would be, I can't say what inspired me.
What inspired you, or who inspired you?
Okay. I was inspired by many musicians, like I said, I grew up from the church. I'm a born Christian, my whole family Christian, So I found Islam later on. I decided to convert to Islam. I chose the name Abdul Aziz, So, but I'm born Christian. My name is John. Like from school, people who my schoolmates really know me of that name. So some of my parents even still call me John. So from that inspiration from the church, those melodies, so that was the number one. That was the foundation.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Okay.
So I didn't realize myself then. I have no intention of being a musician. But later on, like a teenagehood, when I was in St. Augustine's, I had a love for the late Garnet Silk, So yeah. But before that, like when I was younger, I was inspired by Michael Jackson. I was like,
Snoop Dogg?
Yes, I was telling you today. I had Snoop Dogg, Yeah,
can you just give me a song?
Nah,
come on, man.
Got so much
man, you've been singing
so much filthy stuff there, man. Yeah, man. So Michael Jackson, I used to dance Michael Jackson, You know, I was like always flexible. I was so flexible with the break dance and the moonwalking.
Oh, you were a dancer?
Yeah, man. I used to dance at the school year parties.
Can you still dance?
Jackson. No, I can't. Right now, the philosophies are filled with the head. I lost every sense of, you know. So Michael Jackson was there to inspire me first, you know. Like I trained a lot vocally, you know what I mean, like from Michael Jackson music.
Yeah.
Because I used to like get his records and play his music, mime on the music, So, but when I grew, as a teenager, so when I was in St. Augustine's, I came across love for the late Garnet Silk, that turned, my feelings to reggae music.
Okay.
So I was inspired by Paris too. I listened to like little Bob Marley, you know what I mean. But Garnet Silk was the person who really inspired me into reggae. Because I remember there was a time I used to have this Garnet Silk poster in my room. I used to stare at it like, just
you wish
kneel down and tears like falling down through my eyes. Praying to God to make me like Garnet Silk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so even the first album, Patience, most of the inspiration I got derived from Garnet Silk, some from Michael Jackson. Morgan Heritage was a coincidence. I didn't get nothing from him those days.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So.
But people says that
Yeah,
you
man.
sing like
Yes, I felt that because when I first listened to Morgan Heritage, I felt like wow. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to say, but I believe it's me.
No,
it's
yeah,
not,
that's you. That's inside
Peter
you.
Morgan's
You ain't trying to be anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not his energy. It's not his mind. It's not his. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, and people have to respect that.
I wanted to be Garnet Silk, but why is it I cannot be? I cannot.
You can't be.
People cannot.
You can only be yourself.
And God knows I derive a lot of my inspiration from Garnet Silk. So you see the thing.
Yeah.
There are a whole lot of people greater than Peter Morgan. I wanted to be like Bob Marley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I can't be like them. I can't sing like them.
No.
So what is in me? That's what I can deliver. So it depends people onto how they feel you. Sometimes somebody can look at you, Paro, and say, "Hey, boy, you're young, you know, boy,
It happens, man.
While if somebody takes a look at the same, you and that person, you think different. No, you're not the same, man. People's like perseverance. People, perceive things in different ways.
Yeah.
So what we say, one man's food is another man's poison.
Yeah.
People see things in different ways. People got different desires. So this is the thing. Actually, I got inspired by many musicians. Even well before Garnet Silk. Johnny Hallyday is there. I just named a few. James Brown. I used to listen to. Not my Tracy Chapman.
You get
Tracy Chapman. Yeah. I like R&B too. R. Kelly. I love his style. Wow.
What type of music do you listen to? No.
Sorry.
What type of music do you listen to those days?
Those days, that's what I'm saying. I listen to a lot of general music.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I didn't get the mind of being a musician, but like I feel now, music it was natural in me. Because then I didn't even know I was doing these things. Sometimes you learn things you don't even know you're learning them because of that's how God is preparing you. To stand that.
Yeah, man. That's what I say. There are certain things in life that are obstacles, in life that you have to pass through. You know what I mean? And you can escape from it because maybe God is, planning something for you that you don't even expect. It's gonna come in life. Yeah, man. So, and then right now you drop a new single.
Yeah.
Another single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I tell you this single is Marching of Gambia.
Yeah.
Before I play that single, I want us to talk about that single. The single is called Different.
Default mentality.
Okay, default mentality. Default mentality. Yeah, what exactly you mean by default mentality? I want you to.
Life, here we got different conceptions, because like I said, always life is all about reality and wrong.
Yeah.
So when you involve, when it comes to reality, it's like then you're talking about religion. You cannot talk about reality. You leave out religion.
Yeah.
Because I think as a human being, it's fair enough that you believe that there is God.
Of course.
God exists.
Of course.
You believe in life after death.
Yeah.
Judgment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it must be.
when you take note, now we got different concepts, you know.
Yeah, I know.
We got different religions, you know, like the song is saying, you know, you got people practicing Judaism, people practicing Buddhism, people practice, you know, we got pagans, you know what I mean? We got, you know what I mean, like Catholicism, you know, Christians, you know, we got Hinduism, you know, we got Muslim, you know, so there are a whole lot of different religions. After all, we're the same human race, you know what I mean? So I believe this confusion is something which is, you know, which is not proper for human. This is why this world has been like, it's not able to, it's not stable, I can say.
Yeah.
You know, the world is not stable because of the differences, so much differences that we have within ourselves. You know what I mean? I believe there's a mentality that I always have. This world can only come together if when we all believe in one law and abide by one law. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave your own law. I leave my own law.
No, man.
Then you expect us to unite every time.
That's me.
You know, there's a time that we wouldn't be able to unite ourselves because of the differences that we have within our laws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for instance, if all of the laws that we using, that we living by, you know, like we're the same, you know, then obviously we treat ourselves equal and behave equal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we get that sense of equality because of we all living, abiding by the same law.
Yeah.
You see, don't want to defeat brother. We also fake any naka super kanya come and super kanya was super best. Yo, okay. Yo, like a lulu, you know what I mean? So you they go use my side, you know, and together, man.
Don't for you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
So that means that we have to respect each and other's
Yes,
feelings. You know?
yes,
It's about
yeah.
the feelings, you know,
Yeah.
what your next guy, I mean, the next person next to you,
Yeah,
what
man.
the person feels.
Yeah, so basically,
it's all about that.
Yeah, it's all about the differences that we have, the different religions, different conceptions, you know. So I think people should look, you know, towards that. If you see, like, we got different sections in one religion, you know, different sections. When you check the Christianity, you got different sections, you know, you get the Methodist, the Anglican, the Catholic, you know, born again, you know, you got different, whole lot of dioceses, you know what I mean? You check the Islam, you get this Murid, I don't know, Tijan, you get a whole lot of difference, you know what I mean? With the different order, different kind of concepts, you know. It's like people be of the same religion yet still differ, you know, in mode of worship to their Lord, you know. Okay. So which is really not understanding. This is not, you can't understand that.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I guess it's time for people to sometimes I feel it's very late for people to rectify certain things in life here. You know, I think like that sometimes.
Do you think there is a possibility?
There is a possibility with to do everything. With God, everything is possible. Yes,
True.
but like God has created this universe, so we human beings, we got a very big responsibility, you know, in controlling this universe, because this is why God has created that wide range of brain thinking and that understanding capacity to be able to control every other living thing. You know, this is why we superior. God created us superior over every living thing. Okay. You know, so if this is impossible with us, then it's like the world is ruined, and that's where we're heading to. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, but God bless. You know what I mean? Whoever is destined for heaven, God, you know, has blessed you. You know, and no Satan can, you know what I mean, deceive you. That's within the scriptures, man.
That's why I tell them.
But we got a great deal to work on that too. Yeah, that's
That's why I tell them, say, yo, who you bless, trust me, man. No man curse, you know me there. And you can't test what God bless. Man, fire upon you. But say right now we're gonna introduce this tune straight, you know what I mean? Brand new tune. And where do you record this track?
This is a compilation. Ras Askia is a Gambian based in the UK. You know, it's a compilation with a whole lot of Gambian artists, you know, from Dr. Shaka, about Africans, you know. A lot of Gambians, Gambians residing in Europe, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, yeah. And it's a very nice, you know, one. At least, you know, we're trying to push up, you know, because since the Smiling Coast, we haven't been like Smiling Coast reading, you know, from MJ, the late MJ, may so rest in peace. Man. You know, we haven't been like having such, you know, lineups. There are a whole lot of lineups like pending on the studios, you know, but they're yet to be released, you know, but at least this one is coming up. So it's wonderful that people listen to it and just, wow, grab the messages, you know, that you find today.
All right, you know, Royal Philosopher right now, I'm going to introduce the track. Alright, Departmentality. Check it out. Brand new, straight from Hardcore Records.
Men practicing Judaism, men practicing Buddhism, another into paganism, some into Catholicism, men into Rastafarianism, others believe in Hinduism, adjust the identity as a Muslim, deals with no racism. Friends is proving confusion, each claiming the truth as thine inspirations. I shall not blame the one man's principles emerge from his conception. How many realize the true religion? I guess it's a belief that God is one. One purpose for all nations as human, we share the same relation. Is the divine mentality. Divine mental focus is what we have in this world today. In this world today.
Tell ya, brand new one straight from Aziz, Royal Philosopher. Tell you, man. Hey, yo, we don't get much time, you know, but what we're gonna do right now, if you wanna call, you can call on 437-5531, 437-5531, or 3990-340. Royal Philosopher live in the building with DJ Paro, yeah? Yeah, what Africa love we are rapping now.
Men practicing Buddhism, another into paganism, some into Catholicism,